President, by the way, when you arrive at the chapter meeting, Alfie, Jack, do you want to arrive as your guest, first time guest? You are going to shake hands together, okay?
Welcome to BNI. Welcome. I'm welcome.
Now back to Alfie. Alfie, what are you going to do now?
I'm going to follow him.
You're going to get Jack. You're going to look after Jack now for the next 20 minutes. You're going to get Jack to sign in here. So Jack, would you like to come and just support?
Yeah. Excuse me, Jack. Would you like to sign in? And can you like to pass the 2 name cards to?
Great. Okay. Okay. That's terrific. Now, what are you going to do now?
Pay the breakfast money.
Yes. Get that done.
Okay,
Jack's badged up. Okay. Now what we're going to do is you're going to take him. No, you're going to take him to get some coffee.
Proper coffee.
If coffee is available at your meetings,
Right.
I always love a cup of coffee. Okay. So now I want you to come over here.
Come, Jack. Can you follow me? Yeah.
I'm the president. Now you're going to introduce me to the president.
Jack, this is the president of the chapter.
Welcome, Jack. Hello. Is this your first visit to BNI?
Yes.
Awesome. So good to have you here today. What do you do, by the way? What's your business? What a bit of luck. We've got a gap for somebody doing tax specialisation. Isn't that lucky today? Great. Okay. I'm the president, okay? You introduce, who are you going to go to next?
Maybe the VP.
Yeah. You're going to go to the membership coordinator next. And then?
And then the members.
Then the secretary treasurer.
Secretary.
And then? Which members?
The power team or the
Power team members.
next week.
And then?
Yeah, and then to
Your most successful member in the chapter. Okay. Now, what I want you to do, stay there.
Okay.
Desmond,
Yes.
I want you to arrive.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to do the same thing.
Okay.
You don't have to. Keep so you are.
Hey Desmond.
Good
welcome.
morning.
Morning.
Hey, good morning.
Morning.
Good morning. Welcome.
Hey Desmond, come. Let me guide you to the registration counter. Good morning.
Morning.
Please sign in. Can we have 2 name cards of yours? And there's a breakfast fee of.
Okay, stop. Cut. Cut now. Just stop for a moment. You've finished your job. Okay, you've introduced Jack to me. I've now introduced Jack to my membership coordinator. What are you going to do now?
I'm going to.
You're going to come back, here. So
Okay.
you're going to come down here.
All right.
You're going to come to here.
Okay.
Okay, you've finished. You're going to come to here.
Yeah.
Back here now. Next visitor.
Oh, hi, good morning.
Good
Welcome to
morning.
BNI.
Hi, thank
Hi.
you.
Good.
Good.
Can I just get you to follow me for a
Yeah,
while?
okay, fine.
Just
Good morning.
like you to.
Hello.
Good morning.
Hello there.
What's your name?
I'm Sim Choi.
Oh, great.
So
Nice to meet you.
I'm going to be helping you with the
Stop.
to this.
Cut.
All right.
Cut. Okay, sit down. No, you stay there because you're
Alright.
still working with me.
Alright.
Sit down.
All right.
Look at the pairs of sheets. Now go back into the line again.
Okay.
This is what a visitor host team should look like for 70 minutes. From 6:15 until 7:50, 1 hour. Okay, to 60 minutes. This is what it should look like. 4 pairs of shoes. In a line. If we're not in a line, we're working. Why do you think 4 visitor hosts isn't really quite enough?
It's not so impressive. with
Because
small numbers.
Alfie is flaky and gets here at 5 to 7. We've had 6 guests already. Okay? Alfie's not really a visitor host. He's got a visitor host badge, but he's a waste of space as a visitor host because he's not here. Why else is it important? Because Sean, come over here, out of the door. Sean's away this week. He's got a substitute. Now, Alfie comes at 5 to 7. You've got 6 people to look after. You're on your own. What's going to happen? Is visitor hosting are there going to be 4 pairs of shoes? Of course there are. Now look, when I go to the chapter that showed me how to do this in the year 1999, and they do it every single week without fail, as their director, I have to walk down the line and shake hands with everybody. Then I'm taken to the sign-in, and they say to me, Robert, you're a guest, you don't have to pay. And I go, really? I said, are you so wealthy? You should take the members, but I thank you very much indeed. That's really, that's fabulous. Thank you. I appreciate it. Okay. Then they take me to get coffee. Then they introduce me to the new members I've never met already. And then they come back in the line. And this line is perpetual. Everybody, members, visitors, everybody shakes hands with everybody in the line before they get introduced around the room. Now, they asked me very kindly about 4 years ago to Hong Kong to do some training, and it wasn't really quite ringing the bell in Hong Kong at the time. And I did team leader training on Monday afternoon for about 100 people. And then on the Wednesday, I went to visit the chapter at the top of the CBD. I went up two escalators, and at the top, these boys had done exactly what I asked them to do. They were in a line, 4 pairs of shoes at the top of the escalator. And I went, yes, yes! They did it. They had 4 visitors that morning. I showed them visitor orientation, which is the one I just showed. They signed 3 out of 4. They were on the moon. They hadn't signed anybody in months. And this is what this is what does it. This is what does it. If your chapter don't do this every single week, you're mad. Because you need 12% conversion to stand still. If you're on 10% or 11% conversion, your chapter is losing members. If you're on 13, you're making a very tiny movement forwards. You've got to aim to be on 25%. If you don't do this properly, you don't have a ghost of a chance of having a decent chapter. You'll be in an also-ran. Okay? You don't want to be in an also-ran chapter. This is the difference. That's the thing that makes all the difference. And there's one other thing the visitor host's got to do. There's 4 of you at least, okay, if not 6. Okay? And if anybody's late coming to the meetings, take that badge off and put somebody in the line who's there on time. Latest 6:30. You need to work. You've got to have a strategy as a team. This is a team effort. What's the last thing visitor hosts have got to do? Yeah, they've got a lot to do. You've got to have a conversation. Each one of you's got to have a conversation with the member, with the visitor. You've got to explain the agenda. You've got to tell them we expect you to stand up at a certain time. You're only going to get 30 seconds because as a guest we're going to be really kind to you. You'll probably be anxious, and we've got lots of people, so we can only afford you 30 seconds. Is that okay? Yeah. And you're going to have to stand up at the referral round and say something positive about what you've seen today. You're going to run them through the whole meeting agenda. And then, by the way, this chapter's very friendly. And mostly we go and have a second round for breakfast, and we're going to go down to the cafe downstairs. You'd be very welcome to stay. So you could expect to get away at maybe 10 o'clock this morning. At item 17, we're going to invite you to come out of the room, and we're going to answer questions which inevitably you're going to have, because this will all be so fresh to you. There'll be things you don't quite understand. We'd love to answer those questions for you really fully. So item 17, don't panic at item 17. Leave the things on the table where you were, but it's going to take about 20 to 25 minutes. Are we going to do that? Of course we are, but what do we do when we get to the end of the questions, the 5 questions? We offer them the chance to buy a membership. If we've answered their questions, they'll want to join. So that's visitor hosting. Can you see? Now, I'm asking you the question. Do you see that every single week in your chapter? Right. Why not? Because we train you. We do this role play at the team leader trainings. You do it in your chapter. Perfect. You will grow. You'll have 80 members. Because this is the difference between 15 and 51 is this. Because that group of mine at Canterbury, this is what they did, and they've been 53 ever since. Okay, I say 53. They've never got to 60. They've been 59 a couple of times and slipped back to 53. But they've been 50 for 10 years now. And this is what does it. This is what makes the difference. Guests get to feel really special with this. The first time they did it to me, I walked to the top of we went up the fire escape, there were 4 pairs of shoes. I went, what's going on? And I tried to walk past them, they went, whoa, hang on. You've got to shake hands with all of us. I went, oh, well, I'm your director. They said, no, you're a visitor, you're not part of our chapter, you're a guest here. So I went, so I am. Shook hands with everybody, took me to get my coffee, and I said to Peter who did it, I said, God, I felt really special. I said, I'm your director. I felt really special in the chapter that I launched myself, because they gave me first-class welcome. See, that's what it's all about. Did I get a welcome or did I get a first-class welcome? Now, you've got to go to those 5 people. President, Vice President, Secretary, Treasurer, Power Team. Why do we take them to Power Team? Do you know?
Someone they can work with,
This is
collaborate.
their referral source.
Yes.
And then to the most successful member. Somebody who's just had a referral for 50 million ringgit. You're taken along there as a guest to meet somebody who's on fire. What do you feel? Whoa! I'd like some of that. Okay, this is how to close your chapter. You've got to every month, this visitor host team have got 1 KPI every month. What would that be? 1 KPI, you know what that is? Key performance indicator, conversion rate. Every month they've got to say we had 27 visitors, how many did we close? 3? We are disgraceful. Either we had the wrong guess or we didn't do our job properly. Did we do the last thing? Did we follow up? Oh, to follow up the guests. Now, how do I know the guests don't get followed up?
BNI Connect.
No, because I ring them. If I come to your chapter and I get a mastery, if I get one of the visitors' cards, I'll ring them later and say, great meeting you this morning. Did you hear from anybody from the chapter? 90% of the time, this amazing team of visitors forget to follow up. Without the follow up, your conversion rate will never be above 12. Because people who don't follow up, they simply don't join. Okay, is that helpful?
Yes.
When we do team leader training, we do this little role play. I like to do it when I've got, well, we just did one on Monday. We had 230 people came for team leader training in one of my regions. We did that role play in a room full of 230 people. Okay, they all get it. They get to see it. Do they all do it? No. That's our frustration. So are we effective or are we efficient? Yeah, we have to look in the mirror. If they don't do it, our training wasn't effective. It's as simple as that. So